So far, so good. We're doing pretty well. In fact, the hardest part was probably figuring out the relationship between Janine and Koga. So many comments about that, but we're not messing around anymore. We're going to be fighting Lance, the Dragon Master. Now, this time around, his entire team has quadruple weaknesses, including 4 to ice. So I'm starting off with Lugia here against the Salamence, because I'm pretty certain... Oh, great, Shadow Claw, super. But nonetheless, I have the advantage with a quadruple effective Ice Beam. Reason why I'm not using Lapras right off the bat is that I want to save it for the other dragons, because as I said, 4 dragons, quadruple weak to ice on this team. And, maybe I should have gone with Lapras. After all, it probably would have been able to one-hit KO it, since it actually has stab on Ice Beam, but oh well, it could be worse. Salamence is a genuinely strong Pokemon, so I wouldn't really start crying if it dealt major damage to my Lugia, as long as I kill it first. Oh, great, another case of damage roll shenanigans. Why couldn't I have this on my first attempt? Gyarados, you know what this means? Sending out Raikou to take care of it. I hope this one doesn't have the same berry Claire had, otherwise I might be in trouble, because I know this is a Dragon Dance Gyarados set, and those are meant to be taken very seriously, but no berry this time. So yeah, Gyarados is going down, business as usual. Those things are easy to kill as long as you don't leave them room to attack you. Garchomp! Now this is the time to send out Lapras, because I know this guy here has Swords Dance. If you thought Nasty Plot Houndoom was terrifying, think again. Swords Dance Garchomp. Okay, Outrage. That I can deal with. As long as I don't see Swords Dance, I'm gonna be relatively okay. Except Outrage is a 2-hit KO, so I better be able to kill it with this shot. Otherwise, I might be in trouble. But since Lugia came so close to one-hit KOing Salamence earlier on, yeah, Lapras was able to take down Garchomp. Garchomp is a bit bulkier than Salamence, but Lapras had stab on its side. So here we go. Level 75 Dragonite. This is Lance's ace. And as I said before, this time around it's a purely special attacking Salamence. And it starts off with Draco Meteor, lowering the damage of all its moves substantially. So Lapras goes down, and no surprise there. So what I'm gonna do, I really have no idea. Do I send out Lugia, or... You know what? I think I got an idea. I'm gonna send out Raikou to try and sponge all these hits. And in the meantime, I'm gonna be reviving Lapras, and hopefully Raikou's gonna be able to, maybe do some damage or whatever. Draco Meteor. So this is the second one, so he's going to be at -4 special attack. How much damage does this do? 64 damage, but remember, Draco Meteor has 140 power, so even at -2, it's only normal that it does that. So the next Draco Meteor, on the other hand, because at this point it's probably dead set on spamming it, here we go. Draco Meteor again, and this time it's really not going to do much, I'm afraid. 42, okay, so I believe I'm going to keep going for a little while, and I guess I'm going to be sending out Lapras when really Oh, great. Oh, yeah, right. Citrus Berry. Forgot about that. Aces always seem to carry a Citrus Berry with them. Safeguard protects against status. So, you know what? No more dilly-dallying around. Now that Dragonite is at -6 special attack, it can't go any lower. Hyper Beam! Behold! The weakest Hyper Beam ever! 21 damage, and now it has to recharge, which will leave ample time for Lapras to kill it. It's not that it was difficult, it's just that it was long. First things first, purely special Dragonite means you put that awesome attack stat to waste, and then the fact that you rely so much on Draco Meteor means that it weakens all your other moves, as we just saw with that pathetically weak Hyper Beam. Anyway, next up is Charizard! Guess what? It's not the last Pokemon, once again, twice in a row. So, Dragon Claw, that's the best that it can do because otherwise Tyranitar walls it completely and Stone Edge connects! Revenge is mine! Blood for Odin! Ah! I'm really happy that this Charizard won't be polluting my screen for more than one turn this time around. How does it feel, huh? How does it feel, Lance? Anyway, let's calm down a bit. There's still one Pokemon left, and it happens to be an Altaria, so I feel pretty safe bringing Lapras back in because, seriously, it's only an Altaria. It's nowhere near as threatening as the likes of Dragonite or Salamence or Garchomp. I'm a bit surprised that neither Claire nor Lance have a Flygon by this point. Why an Altaria and not a Flygon? I'll never understand that, I guess, but Altaria gets a double team up, but Ice Beam connects through it, which means it is game over. Lance has gone down extremely easily, a lot easier than Blue for whatever reason. Certainly didn't expect it to go so well. I mean, sure, Lapras died once, but it's because it was such an instrumental part of my team for this battle, considering that it has stabbed Ice Beam, which one-shots 2/3 of his entire team. And, okay, now we're gonna have to go through all this text again. I find the scene pretty humorous, but once again, it's nothing we haven't done already, so I'm just going to blaze through the text. So, this means that now that the Elite Four has been done, there are only a few more things left to go before this LP is finally complete. So, we're going to first be watching the ceremony at the Hall of Fame, and after that, it's off to Mount Silver to fight the Big Terror himself, Red. But for now, let's take a look at the winning party. Lugia did a lot of the job against Koga and Bruno, as well as took down that Salamence. Really did a great job. Tyranitar would have done such a great job that I actually held back from using it a bit because of the Sandstorm damage. Raikou, we didn't see it that much, but in the critical moments it really came in handy in a clutch. Gengar didn't do too much once again, but it could have done the job against Willinger that I decided to use Tyranitar. Lapras, what can I say? The Dragon Slayer, amazing performance, and which I tried to use as little as possible because of the level advantage, but still came in very handy. But yeah, that Lapras. I sort of had my doubts about not switching to Suicune, but I feel totally vindicated. I now feel that keeping Lapras was the right decision, and on that note, I will see you back at the summit of Mount Silver. This is it, guys. The battle for the ages is about to begin, and this time around, Buena is not here to help me with a bajillion rare candies. You might have considered this fight a letdown in the Crystal LP, but in this one, it's going to be balls to the walls, 20 level disadvantage right off the bat. Now, Tyranitar is my best weapon against this Pikachu, which has a Light Ball, but it has Iron Tail. And with that 20 level advantage, this Pikachu, strongest attacker in the game, will it be able to hold on? Yes, with 38 HP! Awesome! So Tyranitar will hit Earthquake, which guarantees Pikachu's death because 20 level advantage or not, it's still a freaking Pikachu. It has no defenses whatsoever, and down it goes. Awesome. And by the way, taking down that hail is a very good idea because both his Lapras and his Blastoise use Blizzard, so using Tyranitar right off the bat is a great idea. Speaking of Blastoise, here we go. I'm going to be sending out Raikou for this. I guess I could use Lapras, but I would like to keep it for his own Lapras, which doesn't have Thunderbolt. Okay, now let's see. Oh wow, I'm actually going first. Didn't really expect that, because, I mean, Blastoise isn't that fast, but it's not that slow either, so that 16 level advantage turned out to not help much. Well, it did when it comes to survivability, because it survived that Thunderbolt. Fail Blast connects, and how much is it gonna hurt? What? That was almost nothing! It's got a 16 level advantage over me, and good lord, this Blastoise sucks ass. And it's going to be able to go down to a second Thunderbolt. Wow, this is surprisingly easy thus far. We already got 2 down, and my Tyranitar is almost dead, and Raikou reaches level 69. Har har har! It's so funny because it's a sex thing, right? Anyway, next up, Snorlax. So I'm going to be using B-Barrel for this. No joke. I had to bring B-Barrel along because I needed an HM Slave to get up here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using it as a sacrificial lamb to heal Tyranitar, because of the fact that Tyranitar is my best counter against this guy. The reason for that is because it's a mixed Snorlax without rest. Think about that for a second. It's got like Crunch and Shadow Ball, Giga Impact, all moves that don't do jack to Tyranitar. So, of course, they will hurt the level 15 B-Barrel a lot, but otherwise, B-Barrel has done its job. I'm ready to send out Tyranitar again, and the only move that can hit it for neutral is Blizzard. Oh yeah, that's right, that's 3 users of Blizzards on this team, not 2. Wonder why I didn't think of Snorlax earlier. But this is the only move that hits Tyranitar for neutral, but off 65 special attack and through that Sandstorm special defense boost, it's really not doing a whole lot. It's going to do 32 damage after leftovers, so now I'm trying to land a Screech, which failed, and its Blizzard did as well, but yeah, trying to go for Screech here, because if I do another Crunch, or maybe even the Stone Edge, I'm going to have to deal with some full restore shenanigans, and I want to try and avoid that. And will somebody please connect? I mean, I'm not complaining that Snorlax misses. This is one of the main reasons why you want to have Sandstorm up in this fight. And there we go, Screech finally connects at a point where it probably won't even matter anymore. And Blizzard misses once again. Oh my god, Tyranitar is going to be fully healed thanks to all those missed Blizzards. Awesome. So, now I can... Oh crap! Misclick! This is no place for a misclick, man! That... Okay, at least this Snorlax can't do much for me. It's... Why did I not move my mouse cursor over to where Crunch was? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter because I'm still going to be almost fully healed, and it's probably out of Blizzards by now. So let's finish this guy off with Crunch, and that should be it. At -4 defense, I don't think it's going to barely survive in the red. There we go. So, which one is going to be next? Alright, free leftovers recovery, so I'm still missing only 12 HP for a misclick. That's a pretty good price to pay. And here comes the Lapras Mirror Match. Now, as I said before, the opposing Lapras doesn't have Thunderbolt. A Lapras without Thunderbolt. Think about it for a second. Did they hire some kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation to design this team? Because seriously, okay. Well, Body Slam actually got some lucky para hacks on me, but doesn't matter. Let's see what Thunderbolt does. Wow, it actually does a bit less than I expected, but nonetheless, if you look at the damage done, I'm actually able to keep up with a Lapras that has a 12 level advantage because... What? What the hell was that for? Oh, full paralysis. Not that it really matters anyway. Thunderbolt would have done almost nothing to this Venusaur. Sandstorm damage. Here we go.